if I look at the current historiography, that really is incredibly centered on the man in power. There were no women in power of any note, so that already excludes women. But it even excludes anybody who was working below the central political level. My name is Juliane Fürst. I'm one of the heads of the department Communism and Society at the Center of Contemporary History in Potsdam. I'm a specialist in Soviet and post-Soviet studies and currently working on a project on perestroika. And in particular on Perebudova, which was the Ukrainian version of perestroika, which ultimately resulted in an independent Ukraine. I'm currently involved in researching a particular photographic society that has formed of young professional, mostly some unprofessional photographers in the late 1980s and who have decided to show life as it really was. And really amazingly, there was no real concept of official documentary or social photography in the Soviet Union, because every photography always had the impetus to advance socialism, and advanced socialism means socialist realism, and that means to show life as it ought to be and not how it really was. And this was a group who went out and all in their own way started to photograph the life around them. And I got completely fascinated by the pictures, the people. So literally yesterday I just went and interviewed the only woman photographer of this group, who lives now in Kassel. She is a Jewish emigre and photographed Jewish emigration in particular, which was something which was happening en masse. But people felt uncomfortable because they didn't like to talk about the fact that millions of people were quitting the country here. And she herself in this time found her Jewish identity. So for her, perestroika really is the beginning of a search of finding a new identity, a new history for herself, for her collective identity, of finding a new language of expressing herself in photography.